Everything changes, and acceptance of that fact helps us to move forward in our lives. Because if we don't accept, we can so easily get stuck. So, everything is impermanent and uncertain. Your plans for this evening could fall apart 2 minutes from now. In fact, your plans for your life could change suddenly. At the level of feelings, emotions change all the time. You don't just have the same feeling for your whole life. You know, that would, I think, be a very strange way to live. But accepting impermanence does not have to stop you in your tracks. That's because when you accept uncertainty, you can then work out how to proceed in our uncertain world instead of being pushed into a corner by fear. To quote the Buddhist writer Pema Chodron in her book, When Things Fall Apart, one of my own favorite books to read, what you need to do is to make a space in your life for not knowing. That, she would argue, is hugely important. And I suppose not knowing is in itself the acceptance of the fact that things change all the time. You don't really know what's going to happen next. Usually we can make a pretty good guess, but in reality, we don't actually know. In my book, Acceptance, Create Change and Move Forward, I write that acceptance helps us to recognize when our efforts are no longer useful and to stop. This isn't a doctrine of despair. When you stop in a spirit of acceptance, you can see where you need to go to next. You start looking at options for other things to do. So in that way, acceptance and impermanence are creative forces. So try embracing this concept in relation to maybe some uncertainties that you're experiencing right now. See them as an inherent part of life, and hopefully you will experience the value of accepting that fact and of clearing that space for moving forward creatively.